Join me in welcoming Sally Noonan. She's going to give us an update about Operation Christmas Child.
Good morning.
There you are.
Yeah, I don't have a very loud voice. I definitely need this thing. So I had a little delay. I had wanted to talk with you about a month ago, but I've been traveling a lot. The good news about our shoeboxes from this past year is that our shoeboxes went to Liberia. Now, Liberia is a country in West Africa, and it has an interesting history because it was set aside actually as a country for slaves that were freed from the United States. If they wanted to return, they could go there and have a free country. And so I'm not sure that it worked out exactly as it was intended to, but that is actually the history of the Republic of Liberia. So it's not an old country particularly. And another thing that is interesting about it is you may have called, some of you that are older enough to remember this, that in the earlier in the 2000s, there was Ebola outbreaks, and Liberia was one of the countries that was really battling with that. And Samaritan's Purse, that is the parent organization that does run Operation Christmas Child, but they also do a lot of other things, including medical ministry. And so they had an awful lot to do with helping out with combating the Ebola virus in Liberia. So that's where our shoeboxes went this year. We have had a great history so far of sending out shoeboxes. As far as I can recall, we've been sending out shoeboxes for about 15 years now. And I think it was about 2009 when we did our first bunch of shoeboxes, just with a little Sunday school class. And then it just has grown from there every year and getting more involvement in it and more shoeboxes. So by this time, over the 15 years, we've actually lost track of how many shoeboxes we have sent out, but it is clearly in the thousands. And also the same with the countries. We've had it go to multiple countries, at least 25. I say that because some countries, they weren't allowed to tell us where they went to because they were in sensitive areas. And some of the countries it's gone to more than once, such as some of the African countries and in Ukraine, Baltics. Some of those areas you had shoeboxes go there repeatedly. So we've done really well just with our little church here trying to spread the gospel through Operation Christmas Child. And I really believe that when it's our time to go to heaven, that we will meet many children, hundreds, maybe even thousands of people that have actually gotten to know Christ and are there because of shoeboxes that we sent out from here. So what we're doing, it's an amazing ministry, and I'm really thankful for all the support that we've had here. So going forward, I just wanted to let you know that we're going to have our participation in the shoebox ministry this year look a little bit different. I need a break, and I need to step aside for a time with just the day-to-day management. It's an awful lot all year. Some people, you go to shoebox and everything's there, but it takes all year and a tremendous amount of work to keep that going. And I'm not always here because now I have my husband and I travel a lot to Florida because our daughter and granddaughter are there. So I need to somehow find a way to support this ministry, but have it not be so hands-on and work overwhelming at some point. What we've come up with is that we would like to continue to support OCC through packing shoeboxes online. This is a really great option that Samaritan's Purse has. The shoeboxes that they pack online go to sensitive areas or very remote areas that are very difficult to get to. They just finished a campaign where they did a lot of shoeboxes for about 4 or 5 years to the South Pacific Islands, which it's so difficult to get there and they're so remote that they have to actually just take the supplies on a ship and they pack them out there in the ocean and distribute them as they are traveling to these little remote countries. And then another place that they go when we pack them online is to sensitive areas. Not every place is open to the gospel. Some countries are restrictive, a Samaritan's Purse still does have ways to reach out to these areas, but they have to be very specific and careful about the things that they put in the shoe boxes and how they're distributed. So what we're going to be doing going forward is we're going to be asking for donations that we will use to quarterly go into the website and be packing shoe boxes online. So it's a lot less as far as day-to-day management, but we still get to participate in this really meaningful ministry. So what I'm going to like to ask you and challenge you to is this. I'm not sure how many people attend this church, but if every family or every individual that attends the church or most people would just consider contributing, say, $5 a month, or let's say you have a little bit more, maybe 10, just that little bit amount of money every month and designating it for OCC. When you look on the ministry envelopes that we have for giving, that there's a place on there where you can check if you would like something that you put in there to go specifically to Operation Christmas Child. If we did that, we would have if 100 people did that, we would have $2,000 every quarter to pack shoe boxes. And at the end of the year, we would be able to pack really hundreds of shoe boxes with that amount of money. If everybody just would give $5 once a month. So that's what I'm going to challenge you to do that. And Pastor Zoe has said that we could, to make this, incentivize this and make the impact of it greater, we do have some money for OCC in our budget, so that the church would like to match whatever people donate up to the amount of our budget that we have, that it would be matched to double the impact. So if you would consider doing that, it's a really easy way. All you have to do is just commit to doing it and remember to do it. We would still be able to continue doing our ministry in a meaningful way and impact the lives of who knows how many people with the message of the gospel. That's my challenge to you and my request for this year. If anybody is interested in helping with OCC, please let me know. Even without doing things online, even with doing things online, there's still some things that need to be done, and it would be great to have a couple people that would be interested in helping out with that I can train to do it. Thank you for your support, and I hope you'll be interested in supporting us in this way this year.
Thank you, Sally, so much.